really shouldn't surprise me at this point, but it still does. Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to another video. It is Monday morning and I am hurriedly getting ready for work because I way overslept. And I hate myself right now because I'm trying to get up earlier every day this week to see if that helps me with my stress levels and my production levels and stuff, so I can have like slow mornings and everything. And I already failed on day one. I wasn't going to necessarily record a morning clip because of the fact that I'm running behind, but I know a lot of you have been requesting like a what I wear video, and so I wanted to make sure I recorded what I'm wearing to work. I'm just going all black today because I need to be like a big boss today because I have new people to train. So we just did black shirt, black pants. There's a black tank top underneath, as you just saw. And we're gonna wear this queen tie because some of my employees call me queen. I also felt like wearing this outfit will help me feel a little bit more empowered than I have been lately. I'm very bad at tying a tie, especially while talking. Yeah, very bad. They need to make an easier way to tie a tie. And no, I do not want to get a clip on or any of that other stuff. And everybody keeps telling me to get a bow tie, and no, thank you. But anyway, yeah, so I wanted to feel a little bit more empowered than I have been lately. So wearing a badass outfit will help with that. It doesn't really help that I can't wear my rings and stuff. Because I will be in candy all day and sticking my hands in water and making fudge, and so I can't really wear like all of my rings and everything that make me feel like me, which is annoying. And I'm not gonna fight with this tie for hours like I usually do, because like I said, I'm running behind, so we're just gonna call it done. With the necklace in front, they're all in badge, which I won't show you guys, and throw her shoes on and get the hell out. It is 7:30. I need to be there at 8:30, so I actually have a little bit of time to eat a little quick breakfast. Bought these lemon mini muffins a while back when I did the $350 restock I mentioned in the last video, and I haven't touched them. So we're gonna open them up and have them for breakfast. I also got strawberry shortcake ones, but I think I'm feeling the lemon ones more. Another dark, dreary, rainy day. Pretty much gonna be that way. Because it is spring now. Ooh, those are good. I've been neglecting my orange juice intake. So we're gonna have some orange juice. So, yeah. So, this is basically the start to our weekly vlog. And like I said, my plan is to try to get up early and get as much done as I can every day, but also make time for relaxation. And I have this new theory that I'm going to test out during the week. And it's the theory of twos. So basically what that means is 2 days a week, I'm going to clean. 2 days a week, I'm going to hike. 2 days a week, I'm going to focus on writing. 2 days a week, I'm going to focus on anything that's considered work, like working on the merch, which is almost done. So that'll be an announcement soon. So 2 days a week for each kind of like thing. It doesn't necessarily need to be like only that, but those are just the 2 days and I'm going to be doing that kind of thing. Like cleaning. I'm only going to have 2 days where I'm going to clean anything. So I have on my plan for the week that I'm going to clean the bathroom one day and the living room another day. Because Kim is coming this weekend, so I want to make sure everything's clean and ready. But I did the kitchen yesterday. That was not considered part of the week, so that was fine. So the kitchen is done, so now I just got to do the bathroom and the living room. My bedroom can wait because it's whatever. I just sleep in there. Going along with that theory of twos, I think I'm going to kind of use the same mentality at work and see if that like lowers my stress levels, because my stress levels are very high. I've had very high blood pressure and things, so we gotta try to get a hold of that. So I think I'm gonna keep going with that theory of twos at work as well. I do like 2 days I make fudge, you know, like 2 days I focus on candy, 2 days I focus on gifts, 2 days I focus on whatever. obviously I have 2 days off every week, so I can't really like do a whole day of each department. But like my lamps and my pets are pretty small, and my soccer has pretty much got my patio stuff taken care of. And I'm getting a second stalker starting today. So that's the other reason I'm kind of rushing out of here, is because I have 2 people to train today. So I have a new stalker and a new full-timer for Candy. I am home and freshly showered for a very stressful day because my new people didn't show up. It really shouldn't surprise me at this point, but it still does. So I'm still basically a one-man show. Like, I have a couple people, but I'm basically a one-man show. But it is what it is. We will find people eventually. But yeah, 2 new people were supposed to start today, and neither of them came in. But anyway, it's time for dinner, and I was gonna cook myself something, but I have to boil a bunch of eggs to make deviled eggs tonight. So I'm like, I don't want to do that and have to cook. So I got this chicken egg roll bowl from Wegmans. This is my at-home attire for today. Just a blue tank top with blue shorts. It's not really warm enough for shorts, but in all honesty, my apartment stays pretty warm even without the heat on, so I'm not worried about that. But I just needed to keep the tats uncovered for a little while, so because they are very itchy from being in all those clothes today. My plan tonight was to shave my head because my undercut is so unbelievably outgrown, it's insane. But after the day I had, I really don't have the desire to do that. So I think besides boiling some eggs, I think I'm just gonna work on the merch. And I was thinking about going live on TikTok, which I might still do. I didn't factor that into my plans for the week, but I could. And still do the theory of 2, but I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll see how I feel a little bit later tonight. I'm closing tomorrow, but I do need to still get up early because I'm going to go hiking. So I don't want to be up too terribly late, but I also find that I'm pretty much the best version of myself if I sleep like 5 hours. If I oversleep, I'm always just exhausted and cranky. I want to get out of here around 7 to go hiking, so I feel like I need to, if I want to have a relaxing morning with it, not that I have to necessarily, but I think I have to get up at least at 5, which I think 5 is probably going to be like the magic number, which means I would have to go to bed. I'd have to be asleep by like midnight, so I want to say I want to like lie down and turn the lights out by like 11. So it's currently 6:15, so I got like 4 hours to get some stuff done. So this is probably spicy in all honesty, just by the way it looks. Oh, sweet Thai chili sauce. Hey, it says it on the front. This is soy sauce that I don't necessarily think I need, but we'll add it just because it came with it. And some wonton strips, which we definitely need. We do not go without the wonton strips. And then I think I'm going to add maybe just a little bit of lime. There we go. Dinner is served. It has some rice and some slaw in there as well, so it looks really good. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. It is really good. I'm going to sit down and enjoy this with my chips or my soda and watch a couple episodes of Big Bang Theory. And when I say a couple, I mean a couple, because we're going with the theory of 2. So 2 episodes only as we eat. And then when those 2 episodes are over, time to get to work. now that the deviled eggs are done, can't really show them to you because I don't want to tip them. It's time to make my lunch for tomorrow. After I steal one of these. Which one should I eat? One of the messy ones, probably. Let's go with this one. Ah. This is the second time I've made deviled eggs by myself, because the first time I didn't even think I could do it, and I did it, and now it's like, this is one of the easiest things to eat, so I'm gonna make them a lot. Much make them better this time. With a little bit more vinegar in them this time. Fantastic. So basically, for my lunches, I'm gonna use this little snack box here and put some eggs in one, some pepperoni in one. Not really sure what else. We got eggs, pepperoni, cheese, and then I'll probably just take this one out, take an applesauce, and then crackers outside of the lunchbox because crackers get nasty in the fridge. And then drink probably too. And that'll be my lunch tomorrow. And then I think I'm gonna probably like do that every day for the most part because it's easy and I don't have to worry about like making it in the morning. I just have to refill like the pepperoni and the cheese or whatever. And I'm going to pop another one of these in my mouth. This is the problem with deviled eggs for me, is I eat them way too fast because I can't resist. It would be better if they were really cold. That's the other thing, like I'm eating them somewhat like room temperature. I like them cold. But I'm gonna put those away. Probably make myself a cup of tea and keep working on birch for just one more hour because I did it for an hour. I'm gonna do it for another hour. There you have to. Alright, slight change of plans. It was extremely foggy in the brain right now, but also I got the worst leg cramp of my life while I was trying to sleep last night, and that completely interrupted my sleep, and yeah, it was bad. So I didn't go hiking this morning because I slept in because I had to. If I didn't, I would have dropped halfway through the day, and I can't be doing that when I have to close tonight at work. So it is currently 9:45, and I have to go to work at 1. And I'm not loving that fact because it means I have like no time to do anything, but I'm trying not to stress out about it, just trying to roll with the punches. So I'm gonna have a little bit of a relaxing morning, I guess. Get some food in my system. I need to have cereal because my milk's about to expire. But I need to stop getting so much milk and just get like one of those individual little skim milks just so that I can have cereal occasionally because this ends up going bad before I finish it. And that's a waste of money, even if it isn't that expensive. Just having protein Cheerios, which is probably a bad idea because I do want to have coffee, which is going to be even more protein, but it's whatever. And I could make it with skim milk, but that does not sound appealing. I used about a half. That'll be sufficient. I mean, it's technically today's the expiration date, so I mean it should still be good for like tomorrow. I'm honestly not a huge fan of cereal, especially when I don't have anything to put on it with bananas or anything. But I also can't really be bothered this morning with breakfast, so cereal it is. In all honesty, I really wish I could call out today. I'm just not feeling it at all, physically and mentally. But it's just too much to do. I just don't feel like I can call out. There's too much to do. I'm the only closer tonight. I have like days worth of stuff I have to prepare because there's a big old ad coming out for Thursday that has like my entire candy department in it. And I close Thursday and I'm alone tomorrow, so I won't really have like the time to make signs and put them up on those days. So I need to make the signs today, get them ready so that somebody can put them up on Thursday for me. It's honestly annoying that we use paper signs because it would be so much easier and such less of a waste if we had electronic signs like Kohl's and everybody does. And at one point they were discussing doing that, but I guess it's too expensive. The stress is really on. I'm just trying not to let it get to me. It's not easy, but we do what we can to survive. It is a beautiful day outside, but it is chilly. Part of me is kind of glad I didn't go hiking because it's not as warm as it was supposed to be when I planned the fact to go hiking. I'm not crying over the fact that I wasn't able to go hiking because I still have multiple days I could do it. So I still will be able to get in my 2 days for the week. Ow. Yeah, I need to sit down. Cramp's coming back. So I'm gonna sit down, just relax, watch some TV, maybe work on the merch a little bit. There's not gonna be much video content for this morning, to be honest, because there's just not many hours in the day. So I'll catch up with you guys probably after work. I forgot about showing you guys what I am wearing for the day, so I'm just gonna hop on quick here and show you real quick before I head out to work. So we got some green work pants, and we got this green button-up shirt, the green tank top underneath, obviously. I don't think I can wear button-up shirts without a tank top underneath anymore. It just makes such a difference, not only in like the comfort of the whole thing, but also like in the shape of my figure, which you wouldn't think tank tops would really change that much, but it does. And then we're gonna wear the rainbow tie, just because I want to, because that's one of my favorites, and it's one of the few ties I have that actually go with the green. So I do know in the future I need to buy some more, either more versatile ties or just more that go with like non-neutral colors, because I have plain color ties, but they're so silky and thin because they're cheap that they don't really tie well. Not that these ones are doing very well with me either, but these ones are definitely better. Or either that or just more different colored shirts. I don't know. I don't really like have a real red shirt. I have like a purpley red, but I don't really have like a red, and I don't have like tans or golds or yellows or anything like that either. And I have some ties that would go good with those colors. It doesn't look great, but it looks better than yesterday's did, so I will take it. So all dressed for work. I'm just gonna get the badge on and get the shoes on and head out. I gotta grab my lunch real quick out of the fridge. But yeah, so then I'm gonna head to work. And it's mostly just gonna be making more fudge yet again, but also just kind of like a stocking day. So I'm hoping it's not gonna be too stressful, but I have a feeling it probably is. Because like I said, there's just so much to do. And I always overthink things, but I'm gonna try. Yesterday I actually did the theory of two at work. I forgot to mention this last night, I think. And I did do the theory of two, where I just I worried about two things at a time. You know, if I had, you know, multiple thoughts running around my head, I focused on two. Like, I did try to do that theory of two thing at work, and it did sort of help. So I think I'm gonna do that also tonight, but tonight's gonna be a little bit trickier because I'm gonna be alone after a certain time. So it's gonna be a little bit harder to just kind of like rein back all of that stress and those emotions, but I'm gonna try my best. I had a pretty bad night last night between work and lack of sleep, so I didn't record anything since the last clip you guys saw, but this is basically what I wore to work. You know, I mean, obviously, minus the sweatpants, I wore black work pants instead, but I'm keeping the same shirt on for the rest of the nights because it's comfortable. So this is what I wore to work. Nothing fancy. I didn't really want to go crazy with the tie today. I just wasn't feeling it because I just didn't sleep. So, yeah. So we are back home. It is 6 o'clock now, and I'm trying to figure out dinner and also my game plan for the night, because I know I gotta clean because there's crazy dishes and there's trash everywhere and stuff, so I know I have to clean. But I don't know what else I want to do tonight. I already spent 2 days this week on the merch, so we're cutting that off for the week. I have not spent even 1 day writing, so it's possible I might write tonight. I don't know. I also haven't really had like relaxing nights. I mean, last night it kind of was a relaxing night. I mean, it wasn't anything special, but at least I wasn't, you know, stressing too much. We will figure that out, but first we must figure out some dinner because I'm about to drop from starvation. I mean, part of me was just eat the rest of the deviled eggs, but if I do that, I have nothing for my lunch tomorrow. I probably should restrain. There's frozen pizza, hot dogs. I have a couple of side dish options. I could have pasta, soup. Everything just sounds like so much work except for soup. I'm gonna take chicken out of the freezer now while I'm thinking about it so I can have something else tomorrow. I could have salad. I could have a salad. Still a lot of work, but not quite so much. Yeah, I think we'll have a salad. And we're gonna have some lemon lime soda from Tops with it. Because even though I do feel like I want alcohol, I'm not feeling it just yet. Oh, there's tuna too. I didn't think about tuna, but no, we'll have a salad. So I want to have some soda with dinner, and then I'll worry about alcohol later. I fell asleep on the couch without meaning to, so nothing got done tonight because it is now almost 9 o'clock, and I'm quite groggy. So I guess tonight is a relaxing night after all, even though I didn't plan for it to be. So I'm gonna probably pop in like Doctor Who or something nerdy. I'm feeling nerdy for some reason, and I'm not gonna have alcohol at this hour, so I'm gonna grab my rum raisin ice cream. I don't understand how they can sell rum ice cream with all the other ice cream without having to check an ID. They must cook the alcohol out of it or something, because it certainly tastes like rum. The other thing is though, but they sell rum cake too. Like you can just get it off the shelf. So it must cook the alcohol out of it. But the funny thing is when I eat rum cake, that's just a placebo effect. I do feel a little tipsy if I eat too much of it. So I don't get how that is legal. Oh, good ice cream. I don't know what French ice cream means, but good anyway. But tomorrow's a brand new day, so we're not going to stress over it. We're going to just try our best to get everything done before Kim gets here late Friday night. And whenever we don't get done, we don't get done. It's not a big deal. But I do think this theory of two thing is working, though. I don't feel pressured to work on the merch, because I did it twice this week already. I don't feel like I failed in like my writing and stuff, because there's still 2 days left of the week that I can write. There's still 2 days left of the week that I can clean. And there's still 2 days left of the week that I can hike. Theoretically. Because we're not including the weekend in this one because Kim will be here, but... So I think this theory of two thing probably is a good idea. We're going to probably continue doing it and see how it goes.
Richard Wright, you've brought with you 7 new teachers, 4 dinner ladies and a nurse. 13 big fat people. Come on.
It is time to get ready for work, and today's outfit is going to be gray on gray. On gray on gray. So we got gray work pants, gray tank top underneath the gray button-up shirt. And I was gonna wear the tie that has chocolate on it, being that I'm, you know, the manager of the candy department and everything. But I'm closing with one of my fellow managers tonight whose name is Cat. So in honor of that, we're going with the kitty cats. It's not gray, it's black and white, but it works. This tie was pretty good today. Look how close that is. That was a pretty good tie. I don't even know if you guys can see that, but yeah, that was a pretty good tie today. Not a ton going on at work today. I have that training class when I first get in. I have my ad to switch over, so I gotta make signs and whatnot. And then it's basically just customer facing the rest of the night because I think we're pretty much full up with fudge. I'm gonna check when I get there, see what we've sold, but I feel like I don't have to make any tonight unless, you know, we had like a really big rush customers, but we'll see. Being that it's ad day, we usually get pretty darn busy with customers, so I'd rather not have to have 8 million things to do because then I'm just gonna get overwhelmed. So, but continuing with this whole theory of 2 thing, I'm only gonna worry about 2 things at a time. So when I get there, it's training class and science. And after that, we'll see where we are. Because I'm not gonna overthink. I'm not gonna like go crazy about like future time and just chill, go with the flow. So last day of work until I shouldn't say last day of work. It's not the last day of work for the week, but it's the last day before my day off. So tomorrow I have the day off. So we're just gonna get through tonight and then kind of chill tonight when we get home. I think I'm gonna shave my undercut when I get home because it's really driving me nuts and it looks horrible. And you know, it's always like liberating when I do that. So I feel like I need that tonight. So that's probably what I'm gonna do tonight when I get home. And then tomorrow we have a very full day during our day off. We're actually going to be going places. We're going to be doing things. We're going to be preparing, getting ready for Kim to be here for the weekend because I have not done even really any of the cleaning I plan to do. I am home from a great day at work. I got a lot done. I got to hang out with my boss a little bit, which I always love to do because we just completely vibe with each other and it always makes things so much better. And there wasn't much drama or anything. It was a really good day. I still have some problems. It was fantastic. I didn't have to make fudge, so it was great. I am very backlit. Let me switch positions here. So I am home. I'm just gonna kind of relax tonight. I don't know if I'm gonna shave my head. If I don't do it tonight, I'm definitely getting up early and doing it before I go down and hike tomorrow. But I do have a little bit of a headache, and I feel like that's probably because I didn't bring anything to snack on. So I think I'm probably either dehydrated because I didn't drink much either, or I need a little food. So I'm gonna get that in my system. But once I'm done with that, my lovely boss just got back from vacation in the Dominican Republic and she gave all of the department managers these little bottles of rum from the island. And I think it's coffee flavored, the one I chose. So we're gonna drink that tonight as our little treat. But definitely not before food because if I have a headache because I have no food in my system, I definitely don't want to have any alcohol in my system first. We're gonna get some food in our system, and I don't know what, because I finished all of the deviled eggs, and I really don't feel like cooking much, or like making a whole wrap. But I don't really have like quick foods, so I might pop the pizza in the oven, to be honest, because everything else just doesn't sound appealing. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna pop a frozen pizza in the oven, throw on, I don't know if I want to continue with Doctor Who, or if it's like another movie night kind of. I feel like it's another movie night kind of deal. So I don't know what I'm gonna watch, but we'll find out. It is 9:42 because closing took a lot longer than expected because I didn't realize both of my registers were still open and I was talking to my boss so much that I didn't realize the time. So I wasn't getting the dishes and stuff done before we closed, so I had to rush and get all that done. But as long as we're feeling okay, I think we'll stay up a little bit. But I do keep yawning. That was perfect timing. So, I don't know how I'm going to fix that. Because personally, it's too late for caffeine. And even if I wanted caffeine, I can't have alcohol after that. That's interesting. This lemon lime soda says low sodium. It does not have caffeine in it, but it does have sugar, so it might help. And eating might help too. So, yeah, that's the plan. Theory of 2 progress. I didn't really do much at work involving Theory of 2. I did, like, I was in my training class and my people were texting me about lunch breaks and stuff, so I did take 2 deep breaths and took like at least 2 seconds to reply to their messages so that I didn't come from a place of annoyance and I just came from a place of honesty. So I did kind of use it there. It is time to hike, and I am so glad to be getting this bag out, getting it ready, because it has been forever since I hiked. I haven't hiked since I came out here, really. I didn't do my hair because I decided that I'm going to do my hair later today, right before I clean the bathroom, because I figured if I do it this morning, I gotta clean after doing that, then I gotta clean later anyway. It's just extra clean. But, yeah, we gotta get the hiking bag prepared. So we're wearing the, Snoopy, like, Boy Scout type shirt that I just consider hiking, and the cargo pants, because it's definitely gonna be too cold for shorts, and then the exposure of the new tattoos. I was a little bit worried about that as well. So we're just gonna wear pants and deal. It's probably not gonna be fun because they're probably gonna be rubbing against my legs all day, but it is what it is. And then we have our white hiking jacket that we always wear. Feels so good to put back on. I'm not gonna zip it up right now though. I got some lemon muffins, an original fig bar, and then I don't have really any like drinks that are cold. I mean, we're gonna obviously bring water, which I had prepared last night, so I'm gonna get that out of the fridge. So we're gonna obviously bring water, but I don't really have like vitamin water or anything cold, so I might have to stop at the store. Other things we're gonna put in the bag is ibuprofen in case we get hurt or get a headache or anything, chapstick, band-aids, which I only have a few of, so we're not even gonna keep the box, Neosporin for wounds, and then charger for you guys, and charger for the phone, which we will have to plug into the car, but at least it's something. Because I didn't charge my, ironically, I didn't charge my portable charger for my phone. So we'll just have to plug things into the car. I figure what I'll do is I'll plug you guys in on the way there, and then I'll put my phone in on the way back if I need to. I don't know that I'm going to need to, since I'm not going to like really be using my phone too much. But it depends on like what kind of footage I need to get and pictures and stuff. So we'll see. I'd rather be prepared than not be prepared. So that stuff's gonna go in our survival kit. It actually feels like there's still stuff in here. Oh, this is like our actual survival stuff that we never use, but it's good to have. So we're gonna throw all this stuff in there. I'm gonna get some mints just in case. Fruit Adventure Lifesavers, very appropriate, or Lifesavers, Tic Tacs, wow, very appropriate. But we also got fully shielded up today with our rings and everything, and bracelets and everything, because we can, because we're not working and dunking our hands in water 24/7. Yeah, so I think that's it. So we're gonna get going and get ourselves out there, because it is 7:20, a little later than I wanted to get moving. I wanted to get out of here by 7, but it is what it is. We're not gonna stress over it. So we're gonna get out of here, and we're gonna have to use the GPS because I have no freaking clue where I'm going, which is fine. It's about 15 minutes away based on the research I did, so that's not too bad. And it's not gonna be like my usual hiking place, I'm sure, because it is so far away, but I'm going there because I'm meeting somebody who's buying something off of me, so I figured I'll just hike at this place for today. And then where I hike normally will be obviously closer to here, which is the place I was going to go to every single time I tried this week, and it just never happened. We're going to get going, get some breakfast, jam out to some music, and have a good day. It's dark and bleh right now, but it's supposed to be partly sunny and warm-ish. Not warm as much as I would love, but I told myself, and I told my boss yesterday, I said, I'm going hiking. I don't care if it's 10 degrees out. I'm going hiking because I need the nature. So I'm not worried about the weather too much, as long as it's not going to pour on me or snow. Those are the only two things that I was looking for, honestly. And it does not say that there's much of a chance of either. So okay, so completely forgetting about the wind factor in Rochester, I stepped outside and basically regretted my decision. Because even though the car says it's 30 degrees, it feels more like 10. Like, I pretty much jinxed myself by saying 10. But the sun is also still behind clouds. So I decided I was going to park in a pretty much abandoned parking lot and have my breakfast. So we got a large shaken espresso, banana, and mocha. Although it doesn't look very mocha-y, so they didn't put much of that in there. Would have liked a little bit more of that, but we'll see what it tastes like. I wasn't going to try the banana. I really wasn't, because I didn't really have any interest in it whatsoever. And then I decided, well, if I add a little chocolate, maybe it won't be so bad. So we're going to try it, and I'll let you guys know whether it's worth trying. And so, you know, content, the things we do for content. Yeah, that tastes fucking weird. And it doesn't really... You know, in all honesty, it doesn't taste like they put anything in it. I don't taste flavoring. Yeah, we might have got defective coffee. Damn. It's very bitter, but I'll take it. Coffee's coffee. And then we just got our usual bacon, egg, and cheese, except I got it on a multi-grain bagel this time. Because I figured something a little different. So yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy this. Turn on some music. If you guys have never sat in an abandoned parking lot for like a half hour and just blasted music and just didn't give a shit, you really need to do it. It is one of the most liberating things I've ever done. I highly recommend it. I've been swallowing thunder just to keep the peace, but you don't hear the war that's been living in me. A lot has happened. A lot. So I found my sunglasses, which I forgot I had put up in this little cabbie thing up here. But anyway, yeah, it is 9:30 because I was on my way here. I'm at the park. I was on my way here and I realized I forgot the thing that the person is buying from me, which is this backpack that I don't use anymore. So I had to turn around and go back. So that killed about 15 minutes. And then I get a little lost, even with the GPS, so I had to fix that. And then I stopped at Walmart because I forgot about buying a vitamin water, which I got now. It's the dragon fruit one. And I got so blown away by this Walmart, y'all. I wish I could have recorded it, but I didn't really feel safe doing that because it was just so high end. I was like, I really don't want them like kicking me out and stealing my camera or something. Like, it was crazy. This place was insane. So I walked into the right-hand side door that said grocery, right? So great. I walk in, the groceries to your right, the registers are to your left. Typical. Then I turn to the left to go to the bathrooms, y'all, and there's a full-sized Dunkin' inside this Walmart. I was so blown away by this. There was mobile pickup. There was seats and everything in there. Like, it was crazy. But then I go to the bathroom and I come out and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to check out this Walmart. So I'm walking and it's the typical stuff, you know, groceries, clothes, you know, holiday stuff. And I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm walking and I'm walking. This Walmart has to have been the biggest fucking Walmart I have ever seen in my life, y'all. And I don't even think I saw everything because I just got so overwhelmed and I'm like, I don't have any money. So if I stay here, I'm going to end up spending money I do not need to be spending. So I had to leave, but I could not believe this Walmart, y'all. It's in Macedon. I hope that's how it's pronounced. Macedon, New York, which is where I am right now. And holy crap. This is all I can say is holy crap. Even their security detector things, the doors, even those were so high end. I felt like I was in an airport. Like, it was crazy. We don't have those kind of high end things in the Walmarts that I'm used to. Ours are the big chunky, you know, ugly robot looking things. Like, these were so sleek. So anyway, yeah, so I'm finally here. It is 9:30 and I'm kind of glad I did wait because now the sun is out and it is getting warmer. It's still very windy and I am walking along Erie Canal, so it is going to be very windy. So I don't know how long this hike is going to take, to be honest. I'm meeting that person at noon, so I have about 2 hours to do whatever I want to do here. But if the wind is too bad, we may have to just sit in the car and wait or something. Because if I can take anything, I could take anything. But if I can't, if there's one thing I can't take, it is wind. Especially when it's cold. So we'll see. We'll see. We still have some coffee left. There's definitely no flavor in it. They forgot the flavoring. Because I taste nothing. It doesn't look like it's anything too fancy, and it doesn't look like an actual hike. It looks mostly like trails, which is fine, whatever. I'll worry about an actual hike another day, because this is actually, so I told you guys at the beginning of the video, this was actually 15 minutes away from me. I'm wrong. That's the other place. This was actually more like 35 minutes, so that's another reason why it's so late. So I'm not going to be really coming here to hike all the time anyway. So I don't really mind that it's not like a really hike. I can find other places for that. But we're going to still go enjoy ourselves and enjoy some nature. I'm frozen. Oh, it's still way too cold to hike. But I did it. I did it. But I have to stop before I lose a nose or an ear. I have a feeling hiking is going to be difficult in this area because pretty much anywhere you're going to go is going to be near the water. And holy crap, the wind. The wind, y'all. So we are done hiking for the day. Done being outside because it's just far too cold. It's one thing, like my body was protected because I ended up putting on this Spirit jersey that I had in the back seat over top of my shirt to give myself a little bit more layers so I didn't have to wear the leather jacket. So my body was fine, but my fingertips, my nose, and my ears, not so much. I'm kind of glad I didn't shave my head this morning because that would have been even worse. But yeah, we will definitely be doing that when we get home as well. So because I want this. Alrighty, I'm back home. I feel like we need to find more places to go in this apartment. I'm back home and I stopped at the dollar store and Target to get a couple of things. And bought things I wasn't actually going there for. But you know, what else is new? So at Target. At Target, I'm not going to show you the boring mop I got for the bathroom, but I got this little cherry plate for my bedroom for like my rings and stuff to go in because I'm still using a Christmas one because I didn't have any other option. Then I got these 2 tulip wine glasses. Not much of a wine drinker, but I figured just in case I ever entertain. And they're cute. And they're like, they're cute without being too girly. So I like that, because like this way they look like flowers, but this way they just like, it's just a design. And they're green, which goes with my motif. So got those. And they were $3 each because they were in the cheapo spot. So like that. And so was the cherry plate was also $3, which that doesn't need to be washed, I don't think. But I am gonna wipe it down. And then at the dollar store, I got some artificial flowers to put in my vase. They're orange carnations. I wanted something springy that again wasn't too like pink. Everything's pink, so I wanted something springy that wasn't pink, and because I don't like pink. So it was either orange or purple, and I didn't like any of the purple ones. So I got some orange carnations to put in the vase on the dining room table. I got 2 more adorable mystery thingies. So I can open them up with Kim later. She can have one, I can have one. So that'll be fun. And then this little guy popped out at me while I was walking the shelves, and I couldn't say no to him. He's a little hedgehog, which I love. I don't know if I told you guys that before, but I love hedgehogs. And he's reading a book underneath the mushroom. So it's gonna go in my whatchamacallit, library area, in my bookcases, because he's reading a book. So it'll be cute. He was kind of expensive though. He was $7, but that's okay. They didn't have a price on him when I picked him up off the shelves, so I didn't know until I got to the register. And at that point, I wasn't gonna put him back because he's just too damn cute. So it's whatever. So yeah, besides the boring mop, that's what I bought. Now I'm back home and I'm gonna rest for only a little bit because it is 3 minutes to 2. And even though Kim won't be here till like 10 or 11, time goes too fast. So we're going to not waste it, but I am going to sit down and relax for a bit. I didn't mention this in my what's been going on video, my struggle video that I recorded earlier today. But part of the physical health issues that I'm having is that I have a lot of pain in my tailbone. It's been going on for a long time, but it's whatever. I've written it off as whatever. So if I sit for long periods of time in the same position, it starts to hurt. And unfortunately, driving is one of those things where it starts to hurt. So even though I've been sitting for the last 45 minutes driving around, I still need to sit down and relax. And I think I'm actually going to maybe lie down just to take some of the pressure off of that. I'm just going to probably watch Big Bang Theory or something, or Doctor Who or something. Just nothing that I'm going to get too involved in. Probably Big Bang Theory, because if I watch Doctor Who, I'm going to get too involved. But yeah. And then I think I'm going to get my tablet out maybe too. And design one of my future tattoos, because I just had this like epiphany idea for a part of it while I was driving, and I don't want to forget. So I think I might pull the tablet out, although it might not be charged. Okay, I might have to charge the tablet first. Maybe just write my idea down.